watch and listen.
But yeah, So remember I told you I was like, hey man, we could get Shamik Olstar to come on here and talk about this book. And you was like, what's the book about? I was like, her life is bipolar. He was like, you were like, oh man, I just wish we had did it. So around that time,
because you dudes are idiots. That's why. I think I wasn't even hosting the show then. I was like, you dudes are idiots. This turned out so bad. It turned out, especially with the other idiot too, him especially. You know, the dude who didn't never want to read anything and do any research. Like, MF would just show up like, you know what we're gonna do? 4 hours of radio about what, Dean? I don't know. Print me out something. Go home.
Mike, you have my prep, Mike?
Yeah, go home. I got this. You know what I mean? Oh, those days. It seems like they were just yesterday, but they weren't. Okay.
It was a long time ago.
So anyway, it also talks about something else that we talked about, how this is from the WNBA president, Laurel Richie. She actually describes the incident between Brittany Griner and Glory, and it says that Griner seems to have inflicted more physical damage, but it was Johnson who allegedly initiated the physical contact. Glory Johnson, she did a piece in SI, and she says, quote, she was just thinking about protecting herself. So, which would, in most cases, if we're talking about man and woman, would make her what? The victim, seemingly, right? But then it says that SI, they went and found two experts, and the experts that they interviewed felt it prudent not to make an assessment having, oh shoot, sorry, this screen is messed up. Not having the bearing, I think this is bearing, directly involved in the case. Here's the thing. Here's my problem with that, though, because we do it all the time. We make assumptions about stuff all the time without having all the information, and especially in these domestic violence situations. Like, as soon as woman says man did such, guess what that means immediately? Man, you will lose said job if you're a professional athlete. That seems to be the trend right now. The minute it happens, people either you get suspended or cut, rather, or people are expecting you to be cut. One of the two. Hell, I don't know. And then it goes on to talk about a piece that was written by, what is his name? Machanguana? Machanguana. She actually wrote a piece on domestic violence. This was like back in 2001. She used to play for, where is it? I don't see it right now. Oh, I guess what is it? The Charlotte Sting? Is that what it is, Rob?
The Sting? That might have been. I don't think they're around anymore.
Okay, in 2001. Okay, but in her article, all the victims are either her or she, while all the abusers are described as male pronouns. You know, him, he, and things of that nature. And it just brings up a weird dynamic that, in society, we look at these incidents and we automatically compartmentalize them in our minds as it has to be man perpetrator, woman victim. Here's the other one. I'm gonna put this in your mind real quick, Rob. And I'm gonna let this swirl around and we'll move on. Brittany Griner, right, and her wife are both suspended 7 games, right?
Right.
Follow me there? Here's the problem.
Yep.
What if Glory Johnson was the victim? So now what we're talking about is you've punished a victim of domestic violence if you're the WNBA. Yeah. Smoke. Yeah. Put that in the pipe, light it up, smoke it. Exactly. Yeah. As I'm reading her talk about the incident and her saying that this chick was on her, I was like, uh-oh, that sounds bad to me. That sounds like the NFL just suspended Janae Rice. You feel me?
as much as we talked about it, that was the one angle we never even thought about.
Well, because we didn't have this information then. The different sides of it. You know what I mean? Her sister described it as a fight. But now here we have this information that Gloria Johnson gave to Sports Illustrated that, look, I was just trying to protect myself. And then when the president says that the most damage looked like it was perpetrated by Brittany Griner, yeah, looks like the WNBA may have, I don't know if they did, but may have punished a victim. That can't be good. Yeah, and watch, in 2 weeks, Bob Lee will be doing Outside the Lines on it. You know what I mean? This is what's been happening, dude. I'm not even playing. This is what's been happening, and I told you I need to start writing, dude. Like, finding time to write, because people are thinking about things. I'm not saying they're stealing stuff, but people are thinking about things that I think of like the day after I thought about them, but they're gonna get hella more credit for them because I didn't write it down. I just said it on this show that 4 people are listening to.
Yeah.
By the way, guess what happened? Speaking of things that happened like after you say them, yesterday, what did I do? Or was it yesterday or the day before that? I asked about my guy Greg Anthony, right?
Right. You
Boom.
got a job?
Nah, I ain't get no job. Hell no. Well, he got the charges dismissed at least. So the what is it called? Solicitation charges against him.
Yeah.
They've been dropped. He had to do some community service, and he did it at a church in Orlando, or not in Orlando, in Florida somewhere. And basically, you know, he made good use of the time and of the supposed punishment, but he went down there and served some homeless people. You know, did some dishes and talked to some kids about leadership and their future and those things through this church down in Florida. So good for him. Hopefully, I hope, you know, we get to see Greg Anthony, because he's one of the good ones. You know what I mean? When it comes to talking basketball, he's one of the good ones. You know, he gets the game, and he seems to be a guy who takes the craft very seriously and prepares as such. So hopefully, you know, he'll find his way. I mean, here's the thing, man. Marv Albert sodomized some bras with, like, foreign objects. Is that not correct? It happened so long. I just want to make sure I'm accurate in saying that. Is that not what happened?
Yeah, and he bit a chick on the butt.
Yeah, yeah. Year later, back on. Yes, back. He's back on the sideline, getting it in. You know, they eased him back in, but he was back. So, and in contrast, you know, Greg Anthony tried to buy him peace, and it went bad for him. But then he took his punishment. Made good of it, you know, helped some people, some less fortunate people, as well as some kids. You know, humbled himself and was doing dishes, this thing says, and doing some janitorial work and all this kind of stuff. So I hope by the time next college basketball season rolls around, man, Greg Anthony's on set, man, doing that thing that I and so many other people love to see him do, man. He educates us as fans of the game, and he gives you quality. A quality product behind that update or behind that analyst desk, man. So that's good news to be compared with the, I guess, bad news of the NBA punishing. I ain't gonna keep beating that dead horse, man, because I don't know. We may find out something later on. I have to eat those words. All right. What else did I have here, Rob? Apparently some man in North Carolina got a tattoo of Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah. The entire Vanity Fair cover is now on his arm.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Dad, you said why?
Caitlyn Jenner already has a stalker?
Nah. What he said was, he was on the Greenville News. Don't ask me why I saw this. I try to get everything. I just try to consume.
Googling Caitlyn Jenner?
Nah, I wasn't Googling it, but I saw the name and I was like, what's happening now? Basically, he's a gay guy. He's a gay guy in North Carolina. Need I say more? So basically, his thing was that he understood the prejudice and the things that go on in the LGBT community, and he did it as an homage to other trans people, trans friends that he had. And I was like, but there could have been a different way. There had to be a different way to do it, man. Like, why? It's huge. Right. It's on his whole forearm, my man. The inside of his forearm, it's the whole thing. And I was like, I understand that you're excited about this what you're calling a display of bravery by Bruce now Caitlyn Jenner.
Look at that. You go look at that a year later and be like, what the hell was I thinking about?
Or even not even you. Just you plan on working somewhere one day? You know what I mean? You plan on going to get a job somewhere, doing something. You know what I mean? I know you.
Sleeves.
I know you white, and that's gonna kind of counteract some of it, but still, there's a picture of Caitlyn Jenner on your arm, B. People do the craziest things, I guess. I don't know.
Not your wife, not your daughter, not your mom or your dead grandma.
It's Caitlyn Jenner, dude.
Like
yeah, the whole deal, dude. The whole cover, cause is right there. God, man, we only got like 3.5 minutes. It's like so many other things here on my list here. Okay, this will be quick. The Forbes list of speaking of, before we get to that,
cool.
Nike is now taking over for Adidas as the outfitter for the NBA in 2016, 17 or 17, 18. I can't remember the exact date.
I think it's 17, 18.
Yeah, so now Nike, who has LeBron, who has KD, who has Russ, who has Steph is with Under Armour. Who else does Nike have right now, dude? Kobe still. He's like, you just forget about Kobe. I was like Kobe's so old and decrepit. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, that other guy in LA, they got him. Well, let's talk about the guys we see on the commercials. Let's talk about the guys we see on the TV, dude. Because I'm sure they got everybody. Because because Joe Johnson's a Jordan. He's a Jordan.
Jordan brand guy.
Yeah. So, but the guys that show up on the television, that you're like, oh yeah, him, yeah. So yeah, now Nike has the entire league. As what did we just hear about Nike the other day? Oh, not the other day, but they have the NFL as well. Sorry, not the other day, but when I was reading the article, I was like, damn. Yeah, Nike got the whole NFL. Now they got, and for the first time ever, this is the big part of the deal. The company logos will be on the uniforms. It's always been a big deal. I don't know if you guys remember this, that the Olympics, Michael Jordan, the Dream Team. If you guys remember on the podium, Michael Jordan draped himself in the American flag because the uniforms were made by Reebok, I believe, at the time. And they had Reebok on the USA jerseys, so he covered it up because Mike's a loyal brand guy. They not paying me, I'm not sporting their logo. But now, tough luck, Steph Curry, and if you're a dude with Adidas, D-Rose, all you dudes, tough luck.
Dwight Howard.
Oh,
who James Harden with? James Harden with Nike.
Nike, yeah, Nike. He's another Nike guy, yeah. So, yeah, man, Nike did that. They did that, Rob. And
who is Blake with? Blake with Adidas?
I think Blake is with Brand Jordan. Him and Chris Paul. Brand Jordan, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He is Brand Jordan.
Yeah, man.
You're right.
They did that.
I'm just trying to go through and just think who else. But I know for sure D-Rose and Dwight, they might be their two biggest NBA.
And people don't understand how big that is. That now the logo will be on the jersey. Nike's getting advertisement in every NBA game. Every one. 82 times 30 plus playoffs. Yeah, that's a sweet deal, my man. That's business for you. That's business 101. What the other guys weren't able to, Reebok couldn't do it. And then when Adidas took over for Reebok, they weren't able to do it. But Nike stepped in and was like, look, we're Nike. Yeah, we're going to do it.
Yeah, please believe in the swoosh.
We're going to do it. That's going to do it, man. 2 hours in the books. Yeah, give it up. Oh, matter of fact, we ain't heard from.
Let's go!
Yeah, sorry.
Turn up!
Yeah, we've already turned up, Rodell, but thank you. This is Sports Kings Live on Big Mike. He's Rob Calloway. Thank you for everybody who listened, everybody who joined the chat room. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 to 9 p.m. as usual, right here on Spreaker.com and the Spreaker app via your iPhone, Android, or your Windows device. Also, make sure you guys are following us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Kings Live, and send your emails to sportskingslive@gmail.com. Branson Wright tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, 7:05, so make an appointment with us. We'll see you guys tomorrow.